You're lying in bed and the closet door is just slightly ajar. There is nothing in there. Your logical brain knows this for a fact. But in the low light, a pile of clothes becomes a shoulder. A shadow becomes a face. Your heart rate spikes. You pull the blanket higher, seeking a sense of safety. We call it nycophobia, the fear of the dark. But that is a misnomer. You aren't afraid of the dark. You are afraid of the information you aren't receiving. To understand this, we have to look at the software of survival in your brain. Biologically, we're just a 180 pounds bag of meat with no natural armor. 300,000 years ago, we were somewhere in the middle of the food chain. Leopards were dragging our bodies into trees, and hyenas were pulling our bones from the dirt. We are diurnal. Our vision is our primary sense, and at sunset, it fails us. But for the animals that hunt us, the dark is high-resolution data. A wolf can hear your heartbeat from over a mile in the right conditions. A grizzly can smell you from 20 miles away. You are never truly hidden. In the landscape of fear, the dark was always the predator's home field advantage. Evolution solved this by giving us hyperactive agency detection. It is your brain's tendency to see intent and presence where there is only noise. Evolution doesn't care if you are right. It only cares that you survive. The ancestor who saw a monster in the bushes and ran lived to have children. The ancestor who waited for proof was often eaten before they found it. We are, quite literally, the descendants of the paranoid and the watchful. Then came our first category change in the arms race: fire. Fire was a tool that predators, driven by neophobia, simply could not compute. It allowed us to walk toward the things everything else was running from. It bought us time to develop our real weapon: mental time travel. We gained the ability to project ourselves into a future that hasn't happened yet. We began to reshape the world even when we weren't looking at it. This traces back to a joint barely 2 inches long, the saddle joint. It gave us the precision grip to manufacture tools with deadly finesse, and the shoulder that let us launch force across a distance. Suddenly, the landscape flipped. We became the threat that kills from the dark. We drove the direwolf and cave lion to extinction before we had a language. We have now effectively deleted the dark with electricity and steel. But 100 years of light bulbs cannot erase 300,000 years of being hunted. Your amygdala is still running the same software it did in the Pleistocene. Today, large predators still avoid us, even when we are asleep and vulnerable. Because a sleeping human sends confusing signals to a predator. You carry strange synthetic smells and food chemicals that don't compute to them. We are the most feared animal on the planet, and we've forgotten why. You are not the prey. You are the monster. So when you feel that tingle on your neck in the dark, it is just your legacy system performing a routine safety check. It is the ghost of a survival strategy that kept your ancestors alive. Your brain is scanning for intent, because it's better to be scared of a shadow than to be indifferent to a real predator. You aren't seeing a monster. You are running a simulation of one. You are the apex predator of this planet, even when you're hiding. We coordinated in strategy while the rest of the world coordinated on instinct. Our learning is permanent. Their learning dies with the individual. We took the title of apex predator through sheer accumulation of wisdom. Reaching for a rock represents 2 million years of ballistics. They share an aversion to flame that runs deeper than any fear of weapons. In recorded history, fatal attacks on sleeping campers are effectively zero. They know you're there, they've heard your breathing the entire time, and they are choosing deliberately to keep their distance. Not because they can't reach you, but because they fear what you represent. We may never solve the problem of other minds, but we know their behavior. Every continent we walked onto, the giants began to vanish. Your fear is a vestigial software from the days when we were prey, but your body carries the legacy of the most dangerous toolmaker in history. You are a diurnal ape that learned how to own the night. You are the reason the landscape of fear exists for everyone else. They are watching you because you are the outlier in the food chain. Fear of the dark is just acoustic vigilance with a better marketing team. You close your eyes, and 300,000 years of ancestors stay awake for you. The world is not out to get you. It is trying to stay out of your way, because everything out there knows exactly what that thumb can do. The dark isn't empty. It's just hiding from you. You are the survivor of the most successful lineage in the history of life. Sleep well. You are the sentinel, and the job is never truly finished.